Crop. The crops were damaged by the storm. Cross. Cross the street carefully. Crowd. A large crowd gathered. Crucial. This information is crucial. Cry. Why are you crying? Cultural. We explored the local cultural traditions. Culture. I love learning about different cultures. Cup. A cup of tea. Curious. I'm curious to know more. Current. What's the current situation? Currently. She's currently working on a new project. Curtain. Draw the curtains. Curve. The road has a sharp curve. Customer. The customer is always right. Cut. Can you cut the bread? Cycle. The water cycle. Daily. I try to exercise daily to stay healthy and energized. Damage. The recent storm caused significant damage to the old roof of the historical building. Dance. We all decided to dance to the lively music until the early hours of the morning. Dark. It was incredibly dark outside. Data. The scientists spent hours analyzing the complex data collected from the experiment. Date. Please tell me the exact date of your flight arrival so I can pick you up. Daughter. My daughter loves to read fantasy novels and dreams of becoming a writer someday. Day. What a beautiful day to spend at the beach. Dead. Unfortunately. Deal. They finally closed the business deal after weeks of intense negotiations and discussions. Dear. Dear friends. Death. The family was deeply saddened by the sudden death of their beloved patriarch. Debate. The two candidates engaged in a heated debate about economic policies during the election campaign. Debt. He worked tirelessly for years to pay off all his student debt before he could buy a house. Decade. Over the past decade. Decide. It's time for us to decide whether to accept the job offer or look for other opportunities. Decision. Making such a big decision requires careful thought and consideration of all possible outcomes. Declare. The judge will declare the winner of the art competition at the ceremony tomorrow afternoon. Decline. We observed a significant decline in sales during the holiday season this year. Decrease. The new policy aims to decrease the amount of plastic waste produced by the city's residents. Deep. The diver plunged into the deep blue sea. Deeply. She was deeply moved by the kind words and support from her friends during the difficult time. Defeat. Our team managed to defeat their opponents in a thrilling last-minute victory. Defend. Soldiers are trained to defend their country from any external threats or invasions. Defendant. The defendant maintained his innocence throughout the entire trial process. Defense. The country's strong national defense system helps to deter potential aggressors. Define. Can you define the term sustainability in your own words? Definitely. I will definitely be there for your graduation ceremony. Definition. The dictionary provides a clear and concise definition for every single word. Degree. The temperature dropped to 0 degrees Celsius overnight. Delay. Due to unforeseen technical issues. Deliver. The postman will deliver your package sometime before 5 o'clock this afternoon. Delivery. We offer free delivery for all orders over $50 within the city limits. Demand. The protesters marched to demand better working conditions and fairer wages. Democrat. Many Democrats supported the new healthcare reform bill in Congress. Democratic. The country held its first truly democratic elections after years of authoritarian rule. Demonstrate. The instructor will demonstrate how to use the new software effectively in the workshop. Deny. He tried to deny his involvement in the incident. Department. I work in the marketing department of a large international company. Depend. Our picnic plans depend entirely on the weather forecast for tomorrow afternoon. Dependent. Young children are completely dependent on their parents for food. Despite. Despite the heavy rain. Detail. Please provide all the necessary details of your proposal in writing. Detailed. The architect presented a highly detailed plan for the construction of the new building. Detect. Special sensors are used to detect even the smallest changes in air quality. Determine. We need to determine the best course of action to solve this complex problem. Develop. The company plans to develop a new line of eco-friendly products next year. Development. The rapid urban development has led to increased traffic congestion in the city. Device. My new smartphone is a remarkably versatile device with many advanced features. Die. It's natural to feel sad when your beloved pet dies. Difference. What's the main difference between these two types of cars? Different. Everyone has different opinions on how to solve the current economic crisis. Differently. Try to approach the problem differently this time. Difficult. Learning a new language can be very difficult. Difficulty. She faced many difficulties throughout her journey. Dig. We had to dig a deep hole to plant the new tree in the garden. Digital. Modern cameras are primarily digital. Dimension. We need to consider every dimension of the problem before making a final decision. Dinner. What are we having for dinner tonight? I'm feeling quite hungry. Direct. Please give me direct instructions so I know exactly what to do. Direction. Could you please give me directions to the nearest train station? Directly. He chose to address the issue directly with the manager. Director. The film director is famous for his unique visual style and storytelling. Dirty. My shoes got very dirty after walking through the muddy field. Disability. The organization provides support for people with physical disabilities. Disagree. I politely disagree with your assessment of the situation. I see it quite differently. Disappear. The magician made the rabbit disappear from the hat in front of our eyes. Disaster. The recent earthquake was a natural disaster that caused widespread destruction. Discipline. Good discipline is essential for success in any competitive sport. Disclose. He refused to disclose any further information to the press without legal advice. Discount. We received a generous discount on our new furniture during the sale. Discover. Scientists hope to discover a cure for the disease in the near future. Discovery. The archaeologists made an astonishing discovery of ancient artifacts. Discuss. Let's sit down and discuss your ideas for the new project in detail. Discussion. We had a productive discussion about the upcoming changes to the company policy. Disease. The doctor is researching a new treatment for a rare genetic disease. Dish. My mother cooks the most delicious dish called stir-fried noodles. Dismiss. The teacher decided to dismiss the class early because of the unexpected fire drill. Disorder. The whole office was in complete disorder after the sudden power outage. Display. The museum decided to display its impressive collection of ancient pottery. Distance. What's the distance between your house and the nearest grocery store? Distant. I dream of traveling to distant lands and exploring different cultures. Distinct. There were two distinct groups of people with very different opinions on the matter. Distinction. It's important to make a clear distinction between facts and opinions. Distinguish. Can you distinguish between the sounds of a violin and a viola? Distribute. The volunteers helped to distribute food and blankets to the homeless people. Distribution. The distribution of wealth in the country is highly unequal. District. The new shopping mall is located in the commercial district of the city. Diverse. Our company values a diverse workforce with people from all backgrounds. Diversity. Cultural diversity enriches a society and promotes understanding among different groups. Divide. We decided to divide the large pizza equally among all our friends. Division. There was a clear division of labor among the team members. Divorce. The couple decided to get a divorce after years of trying to make their marriage work. Do. What do you want to do this weekend? Maybe we can go hiking. Doctor. I have an appointment with the doctor tomorrow morning to discuss my symptoms. Document. Please make sure to save all your important documents on a separate hard drive. Dog. My neighbor's dog barks loudly every time someone walks by their house. Domestic. The airline only offers domestic flights within the country. Dominant. The company holds a dominant position in the global smartphone market. Dominate. He always tries to dominate the conversation. Door. Please close the door quietly when you leave the room. Double. I'd like a double espresso. Doubt. I seriously doubt that he will be able to finish the entire project by himself. Down. The sun is going down. Downtown. Let's go downtown to explore the vibrant nightlife and try new restaurants. Draft. Please submit the first draft of your essay by Friday morning. Drag. She had to drag the heavy suitcase across the uneven pavement. Drama. I enjoy watching historical dramas that are based on real-life events. Dramatic. There was a dramatic increase in the stock market prices today. Draw. Can you draw a picture of a cat for me? Drawing. My little sister loves making colorful drawings with her new set of crayons. Dream. I often have vivid dreams about flying through the sky like a bird. Dress. She wore a beautiful long dress to the formal dinner party. Drink. Would you like something to drink? Drive. I need to drive to the office early tomorrow morning for a meeting. Driver. The taxi driver was very friendly and gave us some great local recommendations. Drop. Be careful not to drop the fragile vase. It's a very valuable antique. Drug. The doctor prescribed a new drug to help alleviate her pain. Dry. The clothes are completely dry now after being out in the sun all day. Due. The library books are due back next Monday. Don't forget to return them. During. It rained heavily during our entire vacation. Dust. There was a thick layer of dust on all the old furniture in the abandoned house. Duty. It's your duty as a citizen to vote in the upcoming elections. Each. Each student was given a different task to complete during the group project. E. My ear hurts after listening to loud music for too long last night. Early. I like to wake up early in the morning to enjoy the quiet before everyone else wakes up. Earn. She works hard to earn a living and support her family. Earth. We need to protect the Earth from pollution and climate change for future generations. Easily. He can easily lift that heavy box. He's surprisingly strong for his size. East. The sun rises in the east every morning. Easy. Learning to ride a bike was surprisingly easy once I got the hang of it. Eat. What do you want to eat for lunch today? I'm craving some pasta. Economic. The country is facing some serious economic challenges right now. Economy. The global economy is slowly recovering from the recession. Edge. Be careful not to fall off the edge of the cliff. It's a very steep drop. Edition. This is the special collector's edition of the popular video game. Editor. The newspaper editor is responsible for reviewing and approving all articles. Educate. Parents have a responsibility to educate their children about important life values. Education. A good education is crucial for personal and professional development. Effect. The new policy had a positive effect on student attendance rates. Effective. This is a very effective way to solve the problem quickly and efficiently. Effectively. She can effectively communicate complex ideas to a diverse audience. Efficiency. We need to improve the efficiency of our production process to save costs. Efficient. The new machine is much more efficient than the old one. Effort. Your hard effort will eventually pay off in the long run. Egg. I like to eat scrambled eggs for breakfast with a side of toast. 8. There are 8 planets in our solar system. Either. You can choose either the blue or the red shirt. Elderly. The charity provides support and assistance to elderly people in need. Elect. Citizens have the right to elect their representatives in a democratic society. Election. The upcoming presidential election is expected to be very close. Electric. We need to be careful when working with electric wires to avoid shocks. Electrical. The house needs some major electrical repairs before we can move in. Electricity. The storm caused a power outage. Electronic. I bought a new electronic device to help me with my studies. Element. Trust is a crucial element in any strong and healthy relationship. 11. My younger brother is 11 years old and is in 5th grade. Else. Is there anything else I can do for you before I leave? Email. I'll send you an email with all the details of our meeting tomorrow. Embrace. She rushed to embrace her long-lost friend with tears in her eyes. Emerge. A new trend is starting to emerge in the fashion industry. Emergency. In case of an emergency. Emotion. He tries to hide his emotions. Emotional. The movie was very emotional. Emphasis. The teacher placed strong emphasis on understanding the core concepts. Emphasize. I want to emphasize the importance of teamwork in achieving our goals. Employ. The company plans to employ more staff in the coming months due to expansion. Employee. Every employee receives comprehensive training before starting their job. Employer. My employer provides excellent benefits. Employment. Finding full-time employment can be challenging in the current job market. Empty. The glass was empty, so I refilled it with water. Enable. The new software will enable us to work more efficiently and collaboratively. Encounter. We had a surprising encounter with an old friend at the concert. Encourage. My parents always encourage me to pursue my dreams. End. The movie finally came to an end after 2 exciting hours. Ending. I was disappointed with the ending of the book. It felt rushed. Enemy. The two countries were once fierce enemies. Energy. I need more energy to finish this marathon. I'm feeling quite tired. Enforce. The police are responsible for enforcing the law and maintaining order. Engage. We need to engage the audience with interactive presentations. Engine. The car's engine started making a strange noise after the long drive. Engineer. My brother is a software engineer and works for a large tech company. Enhance. This new feature will significantly enhance the user experience of our product. Enjoy. I truly enjoy spending quality time with my family and friends. Enormous. The elephant is an enormous animal with a long trunk. Enough. Do you have enough money to buy that expensive new laptop? Ensure. Please ensure that all windows are closed before you leave the house. Enter. You must have a valid ticket to enter the concert hall. Enterprise. She started a new business enterprise with her savings. Entire. He ate the entire pizza by himself. Entirely. I'm entirely confident that we will succeed in this challenging endeavor. Entitle. Being a senior citizen will entitle you to a discount on public transportation. Entry. The main entry to the building is on the opposite side. Environment. We need to protect our natural environment from pollution. Environmental. Environmental protection is a major global concern today. Episode. I missed the latest episode of my favorite TV show last night. Equal. All people should be treated as equal regardless of their background. Equally. Both options are equally good. Equipment. We need to purchase new equipment for the gym. Equivalent. Is $200 equivalent to how much in euros? Error. There was a spelling error in the article. Escape. The prisoners managed to escape from the high-security prison last night. Especially. I love all fruits. Essay. You need to write a 3-page essay on the topic of climate change. Essential. Water is essential for all living organisms to survive and thrive. Essentially. Essentially. Establish. The government aims to establish a new public library in the neighborhood. Establishment. The establishment of the new hospital will benefit the entire community. Estate. He inherited a large country estate from his wealthy grandfather. Estimate. Can you give me an estimate of the cost of the repairs? Etc. We need to buy milk. Ethic. Medical ethics guide doctors in making difficult decisions. Ethical. It's important to consider the ethical implications of your actions. Euro. The price of the shirt is 20 euros. Evaluate. We need to evaluate the effectiveness of the new teaching method. Even. He didn't even say hello when he passed by me in the hallway. Evening. Let's go for a walk in the park this evening after dinner. Event. The charity gala was a successful event. Eventually. After many struggles. Ever. Have you ever been to Paris? It's a beautiful city. Every student in the class passed the final exam with flying colors. Everybody deserves a chance to pursue their dreams and aspirations. Every day. Brushing your teeth is an everyday routine that maintains oral hygiene. Everyone at the party had a great time dancing and socializing. Everything. She packed everything she owned into 2 large suitcases. Everywhere. I looked everywhere for my keys. Evidence. The police found strong evidence that linked him to the crime scene. Evolution. The theory of evolution explains how life on Earth has changed over millions of years. Evolve. Species evolve over time to adapt to their changing environments. Exact. Can you give me the exact time of your arrival at the airport? Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. We're on the same page. Examination. The doctor performed a thorough examination to determine the cause of her pain. Examine. Please examine the document carefully before signing it. Example. Can you give me an example of how to use this word in a sentence? Exceed. The total cost must not exceed the budget we have allocated for this project. Excellent. Your performance on the test was excellent. You should be proud. Accept. I like all fruits except bananas. I can't stand their taste. Exception. There's an exception to every rule. Exchange. Let's exchange phone numbers so we can keep in touch easily. Exciting. The football match was so exciting that everyone was on the edge of their seats. Executive. The company's executive board made the final decision. Exercise. Regular exercise is important for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Exhibit. The museum will exhibit a rare collection of ancient artifacts next month. Exhibition. The art exhibition features works by various local artists. Exist. Do you believe that aliens exist on other planets in the universe? Existence. The debate over the existence of extraterrestrial life continues. Exit. Please use the emergency exit in case of a fire. Expand. The company plans to expand its operations into new international markets. Expansion. The rapid expansion of the city has led to increased traffic congestion. Expect. I expect you to be on time for the meeting tomorrow morning. Expectation. He tried to meet the high expectations of his demanding parents. Expense. Travel expenses will be reimbursed upon submission of receipts. Expensive. That car is too expensive for me to afford right now. Experience. She has many years of experience working in the medical field. Experiment. The scientists conducted a series of experiments to test their hypothesis. Expert. She's an expert in medieval history and literature. Explain. Can you explain this complicated concept to me in simpler terms? Explanation. His explanation of the problem was very clear and easy to understand. Explode. The old building was scheduled to explode in a controlled demolition. Explore. Let's explore the new hiking trail in the national park this weekend. Explosion. The sudden explosion caused panic among the crowd. Expose. The journalist threatened to expose the corruption within the government. Exposure. Prolonged exposure to the sun can be harmful to your skin. Express. It's important to express your feelings openly and honestly. Expression. His face showed an expression of complete surprise. Extend. Can you extend your arm further to reach the top shelf? Extension. We are planning a small extension to our house to create a new living room. Extensive. She has extensive knowledge of ancient Roman history. Extent. To what extent do you agree with this statement? External. The company focuses on addressing both internal and external challenges. Extra. I'll need some extra time to complete this difficult task. Extraordinary. She has an extraordinary talent for playing the piano beautifully. Extreme. The athletes endured extreme weather conditions during the marathon. Extremely. I'm extremely grateful for your generous help and support. Eye. She has beautiful blue eyes that sparkle in the sunlight. Face. His face lit up with joy when he saw his family. Facility. The hotel has excellent sports facilities. Fact. It's a proven fact that regular exercise improves overall health. Factor. Cost is an important factor to consider when making a purchase. Factory. The new car factory will create hundreds of jobs in the region. Fail. If you don't try. Failure. His business failure taught him valuable lessons about perseverance. Fair. The judge ensured that the trial was fair for both parties involved. Fairly. She sings fairly well. Fall. Be careful not to fall when walking on the slippery ice. Familiar. Her face seemed familiar. Family. My family means everything to me. We support each other through thick and thin. Famous. The city is famous for its beautiful historical architecture. Fan. It was so hot that I needed a fan to keep cool. Fantasy. I enjoy reading fantasy novels filled with magical creatures and adventures. Far. How far is it from here to the nearest train station? Farm. We visited a local farm and picked fresh strawberries. Farmer. The farmer works hard from sunrise to sunset to cultivate his crops. Fashion. Her unique sense of fashion always stands out in a crowd. Fast. A cheetah is an incredibly fast animal. Fat. The cat became very fat after eating too many treats. Father. My father taught me how to ride a bicycle when I was a child. Fault. It's nobody's fault. Sometimes accidents just happen unexpectedly. Fear. She tried to overcome her fear of public speaking by practicing regularly. Feature. The new smartphone has many impressive features. Federal. The federal government is responsible for national defense. Fee. There's an admission fee to enter the museum. Feed. Please feed the hungry dog, it looks like it hasn't eaten all day. Feel. I feel much better after getting a good night's sleep. Feeling. I had a strange feeling that something unusual was about to happen. Fellow. He's a good fellow who always helps his friends in need. Female. The clinic has a team of experienced female doctors. Fence. The white picket fence surrounds the beautiful garden. Few. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you about the project. Fewer. We need to use fewer plastic bags to protect the environment. Fiber. Eating fruits and vegetables provides a good source of dietary fiber. Fiction. I enjoy reading science fiction novels about futuristic worlds. Field. The cows are grazing peacefully in the green field. 15. My younger brother just turned 15 years old last week. 5th. This is the 5th time I've called you today. Fight. The two children started to fight over the last piece of candy. Fighting. The soldiers were engaged in intense fighting on the battlefield. Figure. The latest sales figures show a significant increase in revenue. File. Please save the document as a PDF file before sending it. Fill. Can you fill this glass with water? Film. We watched an interesting documentary film about wildlife. Final. This is your final chance to submit your assignment. Finally. After hours of searching. Finance. She's studying finance at university and hopes to work in banking. Financial. They are facing some financial difficulties after losing their jobs. Find. Did you find your missing phone yet? Finding. The latest archaeological findings shed new light on ancient civilizations. Fine. I'm feeling fine today. Finger. He pointed his finger at the map to show us the location. Finish. I need to finish my homework before I can go out and play. Fire. Be careful with the open fire, it can be dangerous. Firm. He works for a well-known law firm in the city. First. This is the first time I've ever visited this beautiful country. Fish. I like to eat baked fish with lemon and herbs for dinner. Fishing. My grandfather loves going fishing in the quiet lake every weekend. Fit. Does this shirt fit you well? 5. There are 5 fingers on each hand. Fix. Can you fix my broken bicycle for me? Flag. The national flag waved proudly in the strong wind. Flame. The campfire's flames danced in the night. Flat. The road ahead is completely flat. Flavor. This ice cream has a delicious vanilla flavor. Flee. The refugees were forced to flee their homes due to the ongoing conflict. Flesh. The raw flesh of the fruit was sweet and juicy. Flight. Our flight to London was delayed by 2 hours due to heavy fog. Float. The boat can float on the water because it's lighter than water. Floor. Please don't drop anything on the clean floor. Flow. The river's flow was strong after the heavy rainfall. Flower. She received a beautiful bouquet of fresh flowers for her birthday. Fly. Birds can fly high in the sky with their strong wings. Focus. Try to focus on your studies and avoid distractions. Fold. Can you help me fold these clothes neatly? Follow. Please follow the instructions carefully to assemble the furniture. Following. The following day was sunny and warm. Food. We need to buy some food for the party tonight. Foot. My foot hurts after running a marathon. Football. I love watching football matches. 4. This gift is for you. Force. The police used minimal force to control the crowd. Foreign. He speaks several foreign languages fluently. Forest. We went hiking in the dense forest this weekend. Forever. I promise to love you forever and always be by your side. Forget. Don't forget to lock the door when you leave. Form. Please fill out this form with your personal information. Formal. We need to wear formal attire for the gala dinner. Formation. The cloud formation in the sky looked like a giant dragon. Former. The former president gave a speech at the conference. Formula. Can you explain the mathematical formula for calculating interest? Fourth. From that day forth. Fortune. She inherited a large fortune from her wealthy grandmother. Forward. Please step forward to receive your award. Found. The university was founded in the 18th century. Foundation. A strong educational foundation is crucial for lifelong learning. 4. There are 4 seasons in a year: spring. Fourth. This is the 4th time I've tried to call him today. Frame. The picture is in a beautiful wooden frame. Framework. We need a clear framework for decision-making within the team. Free. I feel free when I'm traveling and exploring new places. Freedom. People fought for their freedom and independence. Freeze. The lake will freeze over completely during the cold winter. French. He is learning French because he plans to study in Paris. Frequency. What's the frequency of the train service to the city center? Frequent. He is a frequent visitor to our coffee shop. Frequently. I frequently visit my grandparents on weekends. Fresh. These vegetables are very fresh. Friend. My best friend and I have known each other since kindergarten. Friendly. The locals in this village are incredibly friendly and welcoming. Friendship. Our friendship has lasted for many years. From. I received a letter from my aunt yesterday. Front. The car parked in front of our house is blocking the driveway. Fruit. I like to eat fresh fruit for breakfast. Frustrate. The constant delays began to frustrate the impatient travelers. Fuel. We need to fill up the car with fuel before our long road trip. Full. The glass is full of water, please don't add any more. Fully. I'm fully committed to achieving our team's goals this quarter. Function. The main function of this device is to measure temperature. Fund. The charity is trying to raise funds for a new children's hospital. Fundamental. Understanding the fundamental principles of physics is crucial for science students. Funding. The research project received substantial funding from the government. Funeral. We attended the funeral of a close family friend last week. Funny. He told a really funny joke that made everyone laugh out loud. Furniture. We bought some new furniture for our living room. Further. I need to do some further research on this topic before making a decision. Furthermore. The report is well written. Furthermore. Future. What do you hope to achieve in the future? Gain. He hopes to gain more experience in the field of marketing. Gallery. The art gallery is featuring a new exhibition of modern paintings. Game. Let's play a board game tonight with our friends. Garden. My grandmother spends a lot of time tending to her beautiful garden. Gas. Natural gas is a common source of energy for heating homes. Gate. Please close the gate securely behind you when you leave. Gather. We need to gather all the necessary information for the report. General. In general. Generally. I generally wake up at 7 a.m. on weekdays. Generate. Wind turbines generate clean electricity from renewable sources. Generation. The younger generation is very tech-savvy and digitally native. Genetic. Scientists are studying the genetic factors that contribute to certain diseases. Gentle. He has a very gentle personality and is kind to everyone. Gently. She gently placed the sleeping baby back into the crib. German. My friend is learning the German language for her studies. Get. Did you get my message yesterday? I sent it around noon. Giant. We saw a giant redwood tree in the national park. It was enormous. Gift. She received a thoughtful gift from her secret Santa at the party. Girl. That little girl is very curious and asks a lot of questions. Give. Can you give me a hand with this heavy box? Glad. I'm so glad to see you again after such a long time. Glass. Please be careful with that wine glass, it's very fragile. Global. Climate change is a major global issue that affects everyone. Go. Let's go to the beach tomorrow if the weather is good. Goal. My main goal this year is to learn a new foreign language. God. Many people believe in God and find comfort in their faith. Gold. She wears a beautiful gold necklace with a diamond pendant. Golden. The sunset painted the sky in beautiful golden hues. Good. This is a very good book. I highly recommend reading it. Govern. Governments are responsible for governing their countries fairly. Government. The government announced new policies to boost the economy. Governor. The state governor signed the new bill into law this morning. Grab. He quickly grabbed his coat and rushed out the door. Grade. She got an excellent grade on her final exam. Gradually. The leaves on the trees are gradually changing color as autumn approaches. Graduate. My sister will graduate from university next summer with a degree in engineering. Grain. Wheat is a common type of grain used to make bread. Grand. The old castle looked truly grand against the backdrop of the mountains. Grandfather. My grandfather loves telling stories about his adventures as a young man. Grandmother. My grandmother bakes the most delicious apple pie I've ever tasted. Grant. The university decided to grant him a full scholarship for his academic achievements. Grass. The green grass in the park was soft and inviting. Grave. They visited their ancestor's grave on the anniversary of his passing. Great. This is a great opportunity for you to showcase your talents. Greatly. His generosity was greatly appreciated by everyone involved. Green. The trees are turning green again. Grey. The sky was a dull grey all day. Ground. The children were playing on the ground in the park. Group. We formed a study group to prepare for the upcoming exams. Grow. Plants need sunlight and water to grow tall and strong. Growth. The company has experienced significant growth over the past year. Guarantee. We guarantee that our products are of the highest quality. Guard. The security guard stood at the entrance. Guess. Can you guess what I got you for your birthday? Guest. We are expecting several guests for dinner tonight. Guidance. Thank you for your valuable guidance throughout this difficult project. Guide. The tour guide led us through the ancient ruins. Guilty. The jury found the defendant guilty of the crime. Gun. The police officer drew his gun to subdue the suspect. Guy. That guy over there looks very familiar to me. Habit. He has a bad habit of biting his nails when he's nervous. Habitat. The destruction of the rainforest threatens the habitat of many species. Hair. She has long. Half. I'll have half a cup of coffee. Hall. We waited in the main hall for the performance to begin. Hand. Please give me your hand so I can help you up. Handle. I can handle this situation by myself, don't worry about it. Hang. Please hang your coat on the hook by the door. Happen. What will happen if we don't finish the project on time? Happy. She looked very happy when she received the unexpected gift. Hard. He works very hard to achieve his academic goals. Hardly. I could hardly hear what she was saying because of the loud music. Hat. He wears a cowboy hat when he's working on the farm. Hate. I absolutely hate waiting in long queues, it's so frustrating. Have. I have 2 cats and a dog. He. He is my best friend, we've known each other for years. Head. My head hurts after staring at the computer screen all day. Headline. The shocking headline on the newspaper caught everyone's attention. Health. Eating well and exercising regularly are crucial for good health.